YouTube. What's going on, everybody? The Palo Santo Lit YouTube, so y'all know what time it is. Almost going into March, man. Like March Madness, like Pluto say, dirty soda in a styrofoam. Had that. Man, but no, shouts out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for hitting that thumbnail. Thank you for tapping that thumbnail and actually take the time to connect with me, and appreciate everybody who is subscribers, the OGs who've been around, and thank you for the new people who just now coming in and tapping in, and hopefully for people who've not a subscriber or people who, you know, are not even recently subscribers. Hopefully you can get some value today that'll make you want to return to the channel, man, to become better, more money. This is a Words with Waters, where I just sit back, vibe, and we talk about things that might have come to my mind today, yesterday, sometime this week. I'm having some other segments that I want to bring to the channel, so let me know if there's anything that y'all are thinking about, y'all want to hear. But I got this one segment that I'm thinking about doing more during the nighttime. I was going to do the happy hour hustle. Still want to implement that, but I don't know if that's what the name of it's going to be. But I want to definitely have this money conversation that can be set up on like a 3-day cadence. So y'all can definitely know I can come through with the money conversations and the money knowledge and everything that I've learned, you know, that I think can really help people get somewhere, you know, at least to where I'm at least to being able to consistently get $10,000 checks, consistently, you know, $100,000 plus salary a year, just, you know, being able to live on my own, no roommates, live in one of the nicest, I would say, nicest neighborhoods in the city of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Actually stay in the APT. I'm choosing to stay in an APT instead of buying a home. John Hope Bryant probably wouldn't agree with my method of going after real estate, but from my side, renting is better for me. So that's what I'm choosing to do for a long time. I'm gonna be a long time renter, but definitely I got some real estate stuff I want to talk about later on. But yeah, definitely have some other segments. But today, y'all know I was a little long-winded, and I always hit it off with the know. If y'all know my channel, y'all know I like to be long-winded with the intros, but I had to put that out there and give y'all some insight about things to come. But I want to call out y'all that we here. We loading up, so y'all go check in. We loading up. We got all different colors, different color blues, different color hues. It's crazy. So depending on when you get your book, the blue will be some variation of these 3 blues. So they're kind of like, the hues are a little bit different, but they'll sit between these 3 blues for the most part. I probably have to say it'll probably most likely end up looking like this blue or between these 2 blues right here. So yeah, those are pretty much identical, yeah. So it'll be about these 2 blues. But y'all go tap in, jbwaters.com and get it. I got a free course that's breaking this book down. And I really think it's going to be some money for y'all. You know, tell me the last time you go to the website, you know, I think the website, we got the book up for, I think $32. Tell me the last time that you spent $40 bucks. But tell me the last time you spent $40 and you got $40 back. Tell me the last time you spent $40 and you got $80 back. Tell me the last time you spent $40 and you got $100 back, $200. I guarantee you, y'all, and I'm not just trying to sell you. I'm selling you and not selling you. I'm selling you fucking facts. I guarantee you, if you do what's in this book and you read these quotes and you pay attention to them and you see the breakdown of it, you will get triple your money, if not quadruple your money back. You'll get $160 back, whether that's from finding a new way to make some money, whether that's end up realizing that you're saving money compared to you not spending it, which I'll put that in the little card up there too, that one video that I had made about the ability to save money is by not falling victim to sales. So, you know, unless you're going to go get something that's 2 for 1 and you're going to sell the other one, then realistically, you really just lost half because you would have been better off not buying it at all. So whether you end up getting 4 times your money back by saving it, by learning how not to spend money on certain things, I guarantee you, y'all will get it. So yeah, go check in, jbwaters.com. We also have Your Happiness and Successful Self-Talk. Those are foundational books. The personal development books are foundational books. Those books will get you right to really master this, but this money book will get you right if you just willing to be able to say, okay, you know what, let me learn and see some perspectives about money that I may not know. You know, and I tell myself this book is for people who want to get on the path to wealth, want to get on the path to financial freedom, or already wealthy and just want something that reminds them of the money they're making or the money they have. with the colors and just everything that's in it. And y'all seen a little YouTube short that I put on there. Is one of my favorite ones, y'all. If y'all notice, as you can see, that's the chakras. But each chakra, if you look really closely, it's actually a world currency. So the bottom is the peso. And then the middle, I think, is the ruby. I think ruby or rabi is the Indian. And then that's the yen and the yuan, and then the dollar, then the euro, and then the pound. And they're actually lined up from top to bottom for actually which one is worth more. So the pound is worth more than the euro is worth more than a dollar, the dollar is worth more than a yuan, etc. So just a little bit to show y'all, man. But anyway, it was already 6 minutes in. I definitely had to go put that in there. Go tap in, y'all. I got a free course coming up for the Money's Art. And then I have a really in-depth course that I'll be setting up a course for people to purchase and being able to really get some hands-on assistance with the course, and also a more in-depth course. So I got a free course coming out, and then I got a course that you can be able to purchase off of the website as well coming up. But let's dive into this title. Sorry, 6 minutes. Sorry, not sorry. I don't even like saying sorry what I'm talking about. But I'll be more careful on the intros, y'all, because I really want to like just dive right in. But I didn't want to miss that. You know what I'm saying? Está importante. Claro que sí. Okay, so look. Have you been in your life and you've had moments to where you were at your job and you're just like, man, bro, I need a raise. They're not paying me enough. Like, I got to get a new job. Like, I need to come up with a new hustle. Like, I'm sure if you are within a certain age or within a certain situation, you've had that conversation with yourself. You've had that, I need a raise, bro. I gotta get a new job. I need to talk to my boss. I need to talk to I need to go fill out a new job application. That feeling will never go away until you get paid what you're worth. And your job will never pay you what you're worth. Your job will pay you what they think you're worth based off of the performance that you're willing to provide, or the value you're willing to provide for their system. For that system. So that's the first thing that I want you to understand, y'all, is that you will never truly get your worth at your job. So if you're looking to feel that your value and your self-worth and your financial worth is aligned with where you're working at on the day-to-day, your 9 to 5, your 11 to 7, your 4-day a week, 5-day a week, whatever it is, whatever occurrence that you go to your job, to your way you make your living, if you're looking to get your worth from that, you will always be having to fill that void, because that system was not designed for you to get all that you can be worth if you are somebody that knows that their worth is intrinsically inside of them and who they are as a person. That is the biggest part that you have to understand. When you understand the fact that how much you're worth to yourself is limitless based off of the abilities that you have. And if you're looking to find that level of validation from a job that you go to every day or whenever you go, you will always feel like you're missing out, because the system was designed to put things in place and to get people to be able to carry those tasks out accordingly based off of how the system was designed. So if you're going in and you work for, let's say, I'm not going to say higher level or lower level, but let's just say the level of skill sets that cannot be replaced by automation, as in the things that a robot can't do. If you're somebody who is doing what you do and you're taking orders, or you're a register person, a cash register person, or you're working fast food, or you're cooking in a restaurant and you're doing certain things behind the counter, the system was designed for you to carry these tasks out, and the numbers are already baked in on how much that task will be deemed worthy in a compensation aspect, as in it's worth this amount of money. It's already there. So there's only so much room for you to stretch the parameters that have been made for how much that number can go up and down. And when you start looking at it, is understanding that, hey, the bottom line is, of course, minimum wage. I think it's $7.50, $7.25. Cool. And then the higher wage is 13. You have to think, y'all, whether you're getting paid $7.50 an hour, whether you're getting paid $25 an hour, or whether you're getting paid $2,500 an hour, the real value of that is how much your life is worth. How much your life is worth. And you have to have that mentality when you're trying to figure out how you want to make your money and where you get validation from your work from, where you get validation from your work and how it relates to you and the time that you spend in your life. That's something that's important, because you can speak to someone and you can say, you know what, I'll pay you this amount of money. I'll pay you $1 million. But they say, you know what, I'll pay you $1 million. But the caveat, the twist to having this $1 million is that a month from now, a year from now, you'll be sick and you won't be able to move, or you'll be bedridden. And that sounds really extreme. But the truth about that is that whenever you're putting time to your money, what you're doing is you're pretty much saying, my life is worth. So think about that. I want to challenge everybody right now. Think about the money that you make per hour or the money that you make per year. And you say, my life is worth that number per year. Don't say I make. Most people are like, oh, I make $100,000 a year. I make $125,000. I make $40,000. I make $25,000. Whatever. Just say my life is worth that number, and that'll change your whole fucking perspective about how you make your money, where you get your worth from, how you spend your time. And I think once people start looking at time and money like that, and I don't want to get too deep because there's a part in the book. And trust me, y'all, I be freestyling everything because I really live this life. So I don't really go in and do too much scripted because I live it so much that it just comes off the top of my head. And it's just because it's so who I am. Like, I'm so about that life that I just be like, I'm just going to say, I will say the truth for everyone. But this is what's important about this, because the part that I wrote in this book where everybody hears, and you hear this so much, but you really, really, really don't. I got to go to, look, I done wrote the book and I still got to go to the, I still got to go to the table of contents. But, oh yeah, there it is. This part. So there's a part in here in the book called Time Isn't Money. So you see that? Time isn't money. And a little bit of what I'm talking about right now is kind of breaking that down and understanding that you cannot look at your life in relation to the money that you're making and the time and the energy that you're spending. Money is energy. That's the one that you've seen. I break the money as energy down as well. But I want y'all to understand the importance. Once you start looking at your life and saying, you know what? I go to my job every day. Or I go to my job 4 days a week or 5 days a week and I work. Let's just say work. Let's not even say if you go to your job. You work. Whether it's the woman who stays at home with the kids and she takes care of the house things, the cooking, the cleaning, the organization. Women do a lot. Shouts out to the stay-home moms. Shouts out to the women that are just bossing up and being women, you know? And like, I would love for women to start feeling like that's actually something that's meaning a lot. I think the fact that women don't think that that's really a thing, they gotta, do things that are outside for them to feel like they're appreciated by men. So take a little second to shout out to all the stay-home moms and the women that do that. Because, my mom, she was born sick and she was blessed with, my stepdad, her husband, to be able to provide for her. And she's been a stay-home mom for the longest as I can remember, since I think, I was 14. So I'm 38. So that's 24 years. And she does a lot. So shouts out to those. So even if you're doing work like that, think about the time on the work that you're doing in relation to what you're getting from it. Now, obviously, the stay-home moms aren't getting paid directly. It's not a transaction. It's for money. It's different. It's still work. But if you're looking at it from a transactional aspect or perspective, should I say, and you're getting this amount for this, y'all can't expect y'all job to actually know what the fuck you worth. Only you know what you worth. Only you know what you're worth. Your job only gonna know if what you're doing aligns with the system that they made. We need you to wash this many dishes at this time. We need you to send this many emails. We need you to drop this many fries. We need you to deliver this many Amazon boxes. We need you to hit this monthly quota. Do you need you to hit this quarterly quota? We need you to have this amount of revenue by this quarter, by this fiscal quarter. These metrics and these numbers that they already have to be able to be baked into their system has someone who can align with that. But that doesn't say that you are worth anything. That doesn't say that you're worthy. You're worthy enough to fulfill the task that the system requires. That's what that is. Your own individual worth is deemed and determined by you. So hopefully I got that first part out the way. I don't want to make this video long. I want it to be short. The second part is, once you realize that you would never get your worth out of your job, and your job would never pay you what you're worth, but only what the system says you were worth based off of what you do for the system, as in the company, the business. The second part is a little bit harder, but once you fall in love with this part, then you understand. The second part is you need to figure out how you can become more valuable to yourself and the own worth that you can extract from who you are. As in, hey, I have an idea. I love my work, and what makes me feel worthy inside is I love being able to speak to people. Cool. How can I get paid from speaking to people? Now it's time to prove, to see if you really about that motherfucking life, to see if you really worthy of enough of that. Because what it is that because money is a market instrument and it's a ledger for transactions to create balance amongst everybody, and from what one thing is worth for another, and it can be equal, it can be fungible, as in you get this and I give you this, and it's equal value for what we trade off pretty much for the most part. Then you have to understand that whatever you do has to be deemed worthy by the marketplace. Not the same thing as a system though, because you go into a system is a business, is a job, so you have to seem like you can align with what the system asks for. But being worthy and deemed worthy by the marketplace is different, but it's easier because so many people want so many different things. You get what I'm saying? So you can say, well, Walmart wants me to stock these boxes and they want me to check people out. Those are two tasks. For the most part, that's all you got to do at Walmart. You got to refill the shelves, and you got to make sure people buy the products, and they have to have the transaction to check out. Two things. If you can do those things, you can align, then you're deemed worthy. If you're a little bit more of a leadership type of person, we'll give you a manager role with some 401k and some health insurance and benefits and some PTO and etc. The marketplace is a little easier to be deemed worthy because there's so many different things that you can become valuable in or at, because there's so many different people who can deem you worthy. For example, you may be somebody who says, you know what, I want to make socks. I want to make some jelly preserves. I want to be able to come up with an app. I want to be able to start a mechanic shop. I want to be able to come up and do woodworks and craftsmanships and build little wood home and living decor things for the house. All those things I just mentioned could be all off the wall, but you know what? There's enough motherfuckers in the marketplace, as in people in the world market, that can actually get you rich. There's enough people that want that one thing. You just have to feel that you're worthy enough and valuable enough to go out and to make it, and then go out into the marketplace and stay consistent with it and iterate and, give, take until it hits. No matter what, I want to make crochet beanies. You can get so niche with it, and I guarantee you, no matter how niche you get with whatever you is, y'all, you will find enough people, and there's enough people in the marketplace that can get you rich, at least $1 million rich. At least $1 million rich. You can buy something, at least $1 million rich, y'all. You can buy something for $1.50 and sell 1 million units for $1, and there you go. There you go. You can buy something for 50 cents and sell it for $1.50, and that 1 million units for $1.50. You're a millionaire. You can do the same thing. Just do the numbers. So I want y'all to understand that it's harder to do because it requires you to be the boss, the CEO, build a system. It requires you to be accountable. It requires you to keep a schedule. It requires you to be able to understand the financials, the profit, the P&L statements, the profit loss statements. It requires you to understand invoices. It requires you to do all these things. But at the end of the day, the only person that's going to tell you that you're not worthy enough is yourself and the marketplace. Because if it's not doing nothing, then the marketplace is saying, hey, this product that you're bringing to us really ain't shit. And that's only if you haven't been going after it long enough and trying to see what's wrong with it. Now, sometimes businesses tank because they're not good businesses and ideas are just meant to be ideas. And sometimes hobbies and habits, sometimes hobbies are meant to just be hobbies. And like Kevin O'Leary say, if you've been doing a hobby for so long and you haven't made money from it or scaled it to where you can eventually become profitable, then it's a hobby. Because obviously Amazon wasn't profitable for a long ass time, but making money and becoming profitable from an enterprise entrepreneur aspect is two different things. So you can be making money for a long time but not be making profit because you're trying to put that money back into CapEx, which is capital expenditures and the things that you spend to make the business run and grow. But you can also be, making money and putting it back into payroll, which is obviously the operational side with the employees and the people that you need to make the system work. So the worthiness that you're looking for, y'all, is not in your job, because the job will only feel that you're worthy if what you're doing is aligning with the system that they created, which is the place that you go into every day, whether it's digital, remote, or whether you walk into the fucking building. The true worthy that you're looking for is the worthiness that you will get from yourself by figuring out what makes you feel worthy and happy from the inside, and getting logical with it and getting more strategical and understanding the numerical side to it, of course, because I'm not going to ever be one of those people just say, oh man, just do what you love and love passion and they'll take you there. Because like, even when you got to find the right person who does the numbers and account and shit, you have to have a little bit of that in you, if not somebody else, That's how Bill Gates became big. And he's like, man, shoot, I'm smart, but I'm going to just hire a whole bunch of people that's smarter than things that I don't know how to do. I'm going to know a little bit about it so I don't feel like they fucking me over. And then I'm going to just do what I love all the time. So understand that, y'all. You are not going to ever, unless you step in the game and you, one, love what the business is doing. And then I'll do a whole nother video for this, y'all. So I'll probably do that. Boom, that's what we're going to do. Friday, where my other phone at? We're going to talk about it. Unless this is the way that you might feel worthy, and we're going to put this in here. Let me just write it down really quickly so I can get off of here. And if y'all still rocking, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. But if y'all rocking this far, appreciate y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to do this weekend. But if you are doing these things, not this weekend, Friday, if y'all are doing what I'm about to tell you, then this is the only way, in my opinion, that you can get the value that you're searching from, from your job, from your career. If you are doing what you would do if you were not doing it for another system, as in, hey, I love doing computer science and coding by myself. I'm just not an entrepreneur, so I don't want to go build a business. I'd rather work for somebody else's system. Cool, that's good, but that's only half as good as what I'm about to say. The better side of it is if you are doing that and you have some equity stake in the company, as in equity over income. Equity will always trump income. All income is built from equity-based systems and ideas. I don't give a fuck who you're talking to. If they're not saying this, then they're lying to you. You need to go buy one of these books and then slap them in the face with it. I'm just kidding. But no, honestly. So if that's what you're in, shouts out to all those people, because you winning. You winning from Julie and Bernard Waters' perspective. You winning. So I want you to understand, if you have equity stake in a system that somebody else built, but you were a part of building it, and or you're in an early startup to where they're giving you a lot of equity, not saying like, equity to where even if it's restricted, even if it's restricted stocks, one that you can't really invest or not vest into there till you get a certain type of, you have to get past a certain threshold. So maybe 4 years and they're locked into that time. But that's all another story. We'll say that. But I hope y'all got what I was saying, man. I hope y'all feel that, I really do. Because I think it's powerful. Because I know a lot of times we get frustrated, man. We get frustrated like, man, like you might have all these fire ass ideas and your job ain't listening to you. You might have all these, things that you think could change the job. You might be like, man, I don't like the way they say we got to set this schedule up. I don't like the way they felt we got to do this meeting. We got this internal meeting. There might be mad things that you think that, and they might be actually good ideas. There may be mad things that you think could actually change the company and make it better. But most likely, unless you're a founder or somebody that's a top C-suite, and you don't, in your resume, you probably got to say 7+ years within that same industry, then most likely your shit ain't gonna ever get heard. Even if you're having a whole bunch of one-on-ones, internal meetings, sitting down, my doors open policy, open door policy, all that, it probably ain't gonna get heard. So what you gotta do is figure out and understand that, hey, you know what? That's cool. I'm gonna go to work. If I get the opportunity to express how I feel, I'm gonna express it. But my real worth is not in this. Because I know at the end of the day, y'all not gonna pay me my real worth. Y'all are just gonna pay me however much I align with the system. And if that's worthy enough to be aligned with the system, then cool. I will get paid accordingly, which is fine because it's still a ladder. And you might come in at 7 and end up going to 8. Or you might come in, at 10 and end up going to 12. Or you might come in at 35 and end up going to $45 an hour or 50, or, y'all see what I'm saying? It's still a ladder. But once again, if you go back to what I'm saying, my life is worth $45 an hour. So if somebody say, you know what, I'll give you $45 right now, but you gotta die right after this hour. And I know I know that shit sound dramatic as fuck, y'all. But think about it, bro. Working for money is the dumbest shit ever, bro. I still don't know who said this quote, but I ain't gonna get it. It's in one of my books. I'm looking at my bookshelf now. It's in one of my books called Billionaires. And this dude, if I find it, I was trying to find it in that book and I could not find it. But ever since I read this shit, bro, it changed my life. It changed my life, y'all. So Peep Gang, he said, yo, I'm laughing because it's hella funny and shit, hella funny, but it's so real. He said, I can't afford to work for money. And I thought like that for a long time, and I felt that for a long time, but excuse me, y'all. And when I read it, I was like, dang, bro. Like, it made sense because I felt that for a long time, but I ain't get it at first. Excuse me, I don't know what the hell going on. I ain't get it at first. But then after it settled in for a second, I was like, dang, bro, he right, bro. Like, I can't afford to work for money, bro. Like, it's your life. You only get one of these. Once you gone, you gone. But only one Waters, and when Waters gone. It's only one you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if your name is Michelle or Matthew or Thomas or, Tyson or whatever it is, Keisha, whatever, like Maria, like whatever your name is, Kim, whatever your name is. Like, it's only one of you. So I want y'all to think about that. When you getting your wage, man, my life is worth $10 an hour, bro. That shit sound crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm making 5 times, 6 times, 7 times that. And I still be like, because I made $10 an hour before. And now looking back at that shit, I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy. My life worth $20 an hour, shout. Why you just say that real quick, y'all? Like, my life worth $50 an hour, bro. My life worth $60 an hour. That shit still don't sound like enough to me, bro. My life worth $100 an hour, bro. Like, I give you this $100, but you gotta die right after that, bro. All right, I give you $500. You get 5 hours right now. But after that 5 hours, you know what I'm saying? You done, shouting. So I don't want to get all long-winded. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all go tap in. Go holler at your boy, jbwaters.com. jbwaters.com. Check the book out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna figure out the nighttime segment for us. Figure out what we're gonna do on the nighttime segment, and we're gonna get the nighttime segment rocking. I got the free Money is an Art course coming up. It's the crash course. It's the Money is an Art crash course. And then I got the long Money is an Art course available for y'all as well. So it's going to be more in depth. It's going to be abilities for certain levels where you can actually have like real live one-on-ones with me to break it down. And I see so many people with all these courses, and I really want this one to be one where folks is like, we really chopping it up, man. Fuck all that. Like, I don't know. I'm not no fluffy person, bro. Like, I don't ever want to get big to the point to where people be like, oh man, we found that he was this type of person, but he was coming off as this type of person. Like, nah, man, fuck that. I don't ever want to be like that. Cause I'm the type of person, I tell people, don't ever feel bad about how you make your money. All this shit blood money anyway. You know what I'm saying? All this shit blood money. Don't ever feel bad about your money. And I gotta lie about history. I know a lot about history, y'all. For real, like for real, from hearing from people. I've been dated women from Spain and studied Spain. I've been dated girls from Vietnam, and I was raised with Vietnamese people. So I got my granddaddy white, you know what I'm saying? I have my perspective on like humans and how you become successful is way different than most people because I grew up so diverse. So don't ever trip about how you making money, and don't ever trip about like trying to be somebody that you feel it has to be proven. Once again, go on your worth. You might be at your job not even being who you really want to be, bruh. You might be going to your job like, man, this not even who I really am. Why am I acting like this? So you're going to act like that for 40 bucks? So you're going to act like that for $10. Everybody got a price, man. Go tap in, man. Much love to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all holler at your boy, man. Hit that comment box up too. I'm gonna keep saying that until we fill these comments up, man. Where y'all from? Holler at me, let me know. I will not get offended easily. I promise you, I'm not easily offended. But remember to stay well, write your world into existence, be conscious, and write your world into existence. Orders, love.